Hey guys, so I got your feedback on the latest passport bundle, and it was clear to me that activity that you struggled with the most was this one, Gramática, Conflictos y más conflictos, which has to do with the object pronouns, which we've been studying since the beginning of the year. So let me give you some tips to doing these type of activities. First of all, there are a series of questions that you should ask yourself when looking for the object pronoun. Let's start with the direct. When you're looking for the direct object pronoun, you're going to ask que plus the verb that is in question. So, for example, if you want to know what somebody's eating or what you got for Christmas, you're looking for the direct object pronoun, the direct object, and then you'll make it into a pronoun. If what you're looking for is the indirect object, then you ask the question a quién, which is different, of course, from simply quién, because quién would be the subject, not the object. All right? So let's go through this. And by the way, you don't have to have a direct object in every sentence, nor do you have to have an indirect object in every sentence. Okay? So, in the first question here, ¿Quién te contó esta mentira tan grande? ¿Qué? ¿Qué te contó? What did they tell you? The answer would be esa mentira. So now what we have to do is change it into a direct object pronoun. It's singular and it's feminine. So we're going to replace this with la. Okay. Now let's find out if there's an indirect object. ¿A quién? ¿A quién contó? ¿A quién contó esa mentira? It's already given to you. Is you. Right? And that, in fact, is the indirect object pronoun, not the indirect object pronoun. Indirect object. You are the indirect object. The indirect object pronoun is te. Okay? So I don't have to do anything else. Except put it in the right order. Now remember, with indirect object pronouns and direct object pronouns, all pronouns, including subject pronouns, as you can see here, Elena, go before the verb. That's not true in English. This is why it's so hard for us. So we're going to have to put the indirect first, followed by the direct. In fact, this is the opposite of English. Elena told it to you, is how we would say it in English. In Spanish, we're saying to you, it, she told. So we have to do some mental gymnastics. I think that's mainly why this is so hard for everybody. I'm going to do number 2 with you, and then I'm going to leave you to your own devices. Okay, so in the second question, ¿le dijiste a Claudia que desconfías de ella? Let's find the direct object, if there is one. Que plus the verb. ¿Qué dijiste? ¿Qué dijiste? What did you say? That you distrust her. You don't trust Claudia. Okay? Now this is an idea. It's not an object per se, right? And therefore, anything that is more than just an object, we're going to use the pronoun lo. Okay? Is there an indirect? ¿A quién? ¿A quién dijiste? Of course, it's given to you already. A Claudia. Le. This part of the sentence, or the question, clarifies who that le is, because you could have told Claudio or Carmen or Clemente. Le is clarified by a Claudia. All right? Then once again, we're going to have to put our object pronouns here. starting with an indirect and then direct. Okay, but be careful. Remember that when you write lo, that's stupid. Silly. It's really the repetition of the L's. But to avoid that, change the le to a se. Okay? I'm going to let you do 3 and 4 on your own. Go back to that activity and see if this helps you. See if your performance improves. Thanks for the feedback. Adios.